Hello, hello. Oh, there you go. Hello, hello. Can you all hear me now? All right, let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, I did my intro. I got to do it again. I don't even know if it's working, but I'll just the intro again. This is new software. So let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. This is Tech for Unique. And I'm sorry for the tech bros. This is a new software called Melon Bank. So it's not Melon Bank, Melon app. So it's MELON app. And my apologies. Next time I will have this way better. I'm dialed in and everything. Just that I try to use my CB1 with my tablet. And I got it working one time. So I guess I got to go on my computer. Yeah, Latrell, no, in a long time, but I'm here. So I'm very frustrated. I know this is not the proper angle that I wanted it, but whatever. I'm here and I'm producing, so that's what it matters. So I just wanted to discuss if anybody have questions with the TechTober and stuff like that, and y'all let me know how is my lighting, if it's good and everything. I hate this freaking angle, but I can't do nothing about it. So it's fine. Trying to do something, but it's not gonna work. It's too late. Yeah, so yeah. So thanks everybody and everything and much appreciated. I don't know if my guest gonna come in. I hope the guests come in. I'm trying. So this is a new software that I encounter, and it's not that bad. It's just that I needed to do more research and study, and you know how it goes. Okay, yeah. I only did only the source that I picked is only what is it called? I picked YouTube. I didn't pick no other source to direct. So hey, Louis, the link didn't come through Twitter, Monster. Or okay, so I don't know what's going on, but the thing that I did is I didn't want to I did it one source. I didn't want to do multiple sources. So when I'm getting used to it, so thanks everybody for being here. Much appreciated. Let me keep going. It's a very tricky software. Next time I'll use my actual my actual oh, okay. And yeah, so let's get back to the subject. So I wanted to make sure. I guess I'll go solo because if I don't see my guests, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to disrupt this and cancel it by mistake. So, um, okay, Sharky, I'm gonna do it by myself because I don't want to get into that because if I do it, I think I'm afraid it's gonna cut off my stream and it's working. People's here. I mean, I copied the link, but let me see. Let me do it one more time to see if it works. Okay, I sent it. So let me know if it worked. So yeah, getting back to the subject, TechTober, it's been wonderful. I love everything coming out. Pixel intrigue me. If my money didn't went to another allocation that I bought, another thing that I bought, I would have definitely hands down grabbed the CB1. I mean not the CB1, would have grabbed the Pixel Pro, whatever it's called, the Max. So give me a second, folks. I'm grabbing this. I'm turning this off. Here it goes. This is the CB1. I'm gonna try to use it as a webcam. It does work with my computer 100%, but I don't know what I did. I got it working once with Melon Bank when I did a test, but that was 2 weeks ago and I got sick badly. So I was basically, it was doing different stuff, so I couldn't test the software thoroughly. That's my fault. That's on me. But I'm fine. I love this camera, everything. And yes, and also this is Sony week. Sony also released the A74. So I'm loving this for what it is. It's a beast. And yes, y'all may clown me, but I got a name for it, and I'm gonna say beautiful blackness. Look at that, beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'm Team Sony for life. So let me go over here to read the comments, put that away. I sent the link to my guest. I don't know if it's coming in. I'm trying my best, so let me click on this comments. Yeah. So thanks everybody for being with me. I'm back at again running. I I got 90% of my actual test with this. I'm doing a blog. Just everything on auto, nothing special, on nothing, just straight auto, regular audio, everything, nothing changed. The only thing that I changed is the 1080p 60 frames per second, and also I did the actual stabilization. So I did the active, the most strong one. So I'm putting that together, and sometime this week I'll finish that, and I'll show y'all. Let me put this over here so I don't get scratched up. So yeah, so TechTober, going back over here. Yeah, so I got my guest. I don't know how this works. I got lucky, got it working. So let me bring the guest on. There you go. There you go. I
Hey,
got it
Louis.
working now.
Yep,
Yep.
it's working.
Mm.
It wasn't easy, but it came through. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's what it matters. Because I had to
Yeah,
recreate a link. So
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's
So let
always
me go
tough
over
when
this.
you use a new platform or
True.
anything with, it points out the imperfections of tech ultimately, right? That it's not a
Yeah.
perfect science
So
sometimes. So.
currently I'm streaming with my iPad. I just don't got my stand, so my angle is not all that. But next time I'm gonna use my computer. Um, I'm gonna do a test stream sometime this week again with my computer. So because I did got to work in the webcam with the actual CB1, but it was one time. I'm not going through the head of the computer. It's easy and fast working. So Sharky, what do you think about the announcement this week of everything?
Yeah, it's quite a last week or two, right? I mean, I think it's amazing. I mean, it's we live in an amazing time. I mean, it's just and the whole point of competition is they all drive each other, right? Ultimately to greater heights, right? Whether it's the basic telephony, whether it's cameras, whether it's anything, right? And
Mhm.
that's really the gist of it.
So
You,
I'm gonna throw a curve right here. Are you pro? Because I got two camps. I know what I'm talking about. Everybody say function over form, or it doesn't matter if it has the actual notch on the computer's laptop. Because I'm seeing videos and I don't see the notch showing up a lot. So I was
yeah.
wondering.
Well, it was
It depends. I
controversial.
mean,
Well, it was controversial not just because they did it, but from what I understand, I didn't really see the whole keynote thing, whatever. From what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, they actually kind of hit it, right? They kind of did dark screens and you didn't really see the notch, but then the notch is there, right? So,
so yeah, from every
it's a fair
video
debate.
that I saw this morning, quick, I saw like two videos, three, but I skim over them. I just want to look how
Yeah.
the notch look, and actually, I don't see the notch, but it depends on the background, obviously.
Right. I think like anything else with a light background, I think if you're doing content, consuming content, or if I was, I don't know, I'm thinking like an Excel spreadsheet or something like that, what I mean,
Oh yeah, you
finance.
noticed that. Don't do that.
Or even content creation, possibly, if you're trying to edit a video and that notches, unless there's a way to position, what you're doing below the notch, I guess, whatever, right? But to have to work around a notch and then kind of scroll back and forth to make sure, you know what I mean? It just seems a little bit odd. So normally I would be function over form. Well, it really kind of the same thing, right? I mean, form over function
Mhm.
means you're prioritizing, the look, right? But it's almost like they're saying, I mean, I understand your point. You're saying Apple's prioritizing the function of the having the webcam where it is, right? But you could one could flip it around and say by doing that they're messing up the form, right? So
Yeah, because if
I
you
don't know.
flip it, if you put it in the bottom, that's gonna be up your nose. So
Yeah, but I just don't understand why they couldn't do like either a punch hole or just have it a little positioned at the bottom of the bezel. I know the bezels are small,
yeah.
but I don't know.
I think they should put it a little bit skinnier in the top, but I know they got different sensors. So it's not
Yeah,
like my laptop that I got, the Dell XPS. It's Infinity super bezel-less. So
right.
yeah,
What I
I
don't
mean,
understand, it doesn't even have Face ID. Like if it had Face ID, maybe I'd be a little more accepting of it on a laptop.
maybe
But
in the future, maybe that's the narration they're going to, or brand
yeah,
recognition.
I don't know. I think most people are totally cool with a good, just decent fingerprint biometrics on a laptop. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess, right?
Okay, so let me read this. The area below the notch is above everything, so content is below it, which is true.
Okay, okay, but
When I saw
still,
that with the videos, because you got the bar, so you got the bar, so the bar do different
okay.
functionality, so therefore the rest fall in the bottom. Hopefully they did it like that. So who
Yeah,
knows?
like for me, my eye would keep looking at it just to know that it's there, like peripheral vision. So,
Hmm.
but I know not everyone feels that way, and that's fine. It's
Yeah,
subjective, I
that's fine.
suppose.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Though
and
they're great. They're great. They're incredibly powerful machines. There's no question about that. So, like you say, it's a more of a debate about style or whatever you want to call it. Look as opposed to no one's questioning the specs. I don't think that's the good thing. Oh, look at this guy.
mhm. Yep.
That better, Mark?
Yeah, I'm just this program is just awesome, but it's just a matter of getting used to it. But
Yeah,
it's fine. So let me see what this put. See if I click on this comment. Oh, so they are okay. Ah, I see. You see this coming from coming.
yeah, I do. From Michael. Yeah,
So extra. So
that's
for
cool.
now, the menu is status bar, but they are handling with a software quite as well as well. Also, I heard that they already started doing software that you could make the top already a third party developers. That's what I heard on the YouTube streets. So I don't know if
Oh,
that's
that's
true, but
interesting. That's
it's very
interesting.
interesting. Yeah. How many people could join live? I think it's 6 people.
Wow.
But right now, I'm clicking on this and I don't see the actual person who's talking. It's just weird. I just click and see the comment. Oh, I know why. Oh, there you go. Okay.
I think the picture here looks fantastic, and I'm seeing on YouTube it looks. I think it's as good or better than
Yeah.
StreamYard. Would.
Also, I want to take my time and say something quick before we continue. That I want to thank Barry for this lighting. I just want to publicly. This was because of him and other people that improved my lighting. So I want to thank those that help and also take Loving Mama. And with that said, let's continue. To ask CA question, I don't know how many people. I think it's 6, if I'm not mistaken. And it's the easy software and everything. I just got it because I got a discount, as Sharky knows, and it was a very affordable discount monthly, less than $10. I hopped on the program. It's very customizable. You could put backgrounds, different stuff. But I digress. That's not the subject for today. So let's continue on the next subject. What you think about the Pixels phones? Can you hear me, Sharky?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
What over the
Okay.
phone? Oh, I mean the Pixel definitely takes the prize. I think that's pretty much the consensus view, right? It's like they're amazing. I haven't really seen a lot of the initial reviews yet, but
If this was not in my hands,
mhm,
honestly, I'm screaming to everybody on this live stream in the world, I would have got the Pixel Pro and
there
that
it is.
cloudy white.
Yep.
And
No,
mind
they're
me, I love Apple, but that Pixel got my attention. And you know
yeah,
what it is? The software capability is what intrigued me. And
yeah.
I have the Nexus 5, so I know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, yeah. It's really if you've been in the Android, people, anyone who's obviously Android has been in the Android world. You know, I understand people have their preferences for Samsung or OnePlus or others, right? Maybe Huawei if you're willing to do imports, but it's tough to beat stock Android. They just give you the bare bones. You can add whatever you want to it, but you have that efficiency. You get those fast updates. It's all just so well optimized and works so well together, and you can just add on whatever you want. It's not where Samsung is the opposite mentality, right? They just throw the kitchen sink at you. Here it all is, whether you want it or not, whether you're going to use it or not. Here it is. Do what you will with it, right? And you have the overlap of Samsung apps on top of Google native apps, and it's not everyone's cup of tea, and it can add to lag. And we all know Samsung; they've improved to give them some credit. As you know, they've improved a lot with their timing of Android updates, but it's still not the same as Pixel or iPhone, where you get that update and the minute it's ready, the day it's ready, you get it and you upload it and you're good to go, right? So, or I should say, download it and you're good to go. You know,
Yeah, because what think what happened with Android is that, let me tell you, back in the day, they used to have unified software, everything together, but they decided to separate the software. Well, let's do the app separated and then the actual operating system, and
right?
then that's when it went different. Before it was like Apple, was all unified at once, but I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my best to get this coming, but I don't know if in my screen ratio size that it just all kind of little squish. So, and
No,
yeah,
it looks great. Everything looks great.
are you able to read the whole comment?
On my side, I can see, yeah, I can see them both here and I'm looking on my phone. I can see the
Okay, there you
comments
go.
up
I
there.
can read it better this way. So yeah, so that's what. Yeah, I mean, it Pixel intriguing in every way. Call screening, a magic eraser, and it keep enhancing. Let me take this off my hand. Enhancing the software more and more. That's what I'm intriguing me. And honestly, as a company, Google is coming strong this year. So now let's see how the narration and the story change, and how is everything doing the branding, because they don't have the branding like that like other companies. Because I've been doing research, and I even asked a couple of people in the street the other day, and and they're like, "What is Pixel?" So I had to say Google Phone, and they understood. I showed pictures.
Wow.
So yes,
But
people say,
they've
"Oh,
been, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no," people say they're gonna improve this and that, but we are the one percenters. So we are set a niche to talk the all this and that, but let's go see the thought of the world. If Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel do it, they think they're not gonna know. You know what
Oh, that
happened
would
with
be
the iPhone? They be like, "Oh, this is the new iPhone." People be like, "Oh yeah, it is the new iPhone."
yeah.
Yeah, but
They're
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that I don't know if you've seen. I know you that I just watching football yesterday, and I think someone Trent or someone else mentioned it in a Twitter space earlier today. There were at least one or two Google Pixel commercials, so they're doing it. They're going full on full hog with this. So oh, we lost Lewis. Oh, there you are. It's weird how it does that. I guess if you go to do something, it takes you. It actually takes you offline for a second, and then puts you back. Right. I think your sound is off, Lewis.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Way better.
Yep.
But you sound like a robot when I hear you on my AirPods.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know how you sound on the actual Twitter stream.
Oh,
That
I
was
don't
my
know.
fault for sharing the link to somebody else.
No, it's okay. I'll just domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Oh
Give me a
man,
second. Let me see something.
looks like
Hello,
restream.
hello. Okay, that's working. Yeah, it sounds fine. Throw that AirPods away. Okay, let me take this AirPods.
Let
If
me
I
guess.
start
That was.
working.
Oh, I thought that was Sioba saying that because I know he's not a big Apple fan. That's funny. Now your audio's out. Yeah, your audio. We can't hear you. I can't hear you anyway. Easy, can you guys hear me? Okay, Lewis, they can hear me. They can't hear you. Hey,
Hey, what's up?
how are you, Taylor?
Good, and you?
Good. Unfortunately, we can't hear Lewis.
Gonna have to be the host for now, huh?
Yeah,
How's everybody in the chat doing?
yeah. Looks like they're.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with Mark there. I see Mark in the chat. Gigi, Easy Computer Solutions. Hey, how are you?
Gigi. Easy. Yeah, we got the heavy hitters coming in.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Lewis,
Yeah.
they can't hear you. You trying to point the other way.
The other way, yeah.
Right.
For me, it's up here. It's up here. Oh man. Nah,
Yeah.
man. I had nothing to do, so I was like, let me see if I can join. This looks like
Yeah.
a pretty cool platform
I
here.
think it's great, except
Yeah,
for the sound issues. It's pretty good. Yeah. The picture looks really good. I mean,
yeah, it definitely does. I don't know um what it supports, if it supports more than 720 or um but you guys' pictures look really great.
yeah, I would agree. It's
I
just
like
the audio's a little wacky.
yeah. I definitely like how it kind of looks like StreamYard in the sense of, where everything is and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, SharkFin, what do you use for streaming? Do you?
I haven't quite been ready to. I mean, I'm going. My whole place is being renovated, the windows and everything, so I'm not able to quite get going yet. But I'm getting close.
Oh,
I,
nice.
I might I might try using this melon, but if the
Can
audio
y'all
isn't
hear
good,
me good now?
Yep.
yeah, it's not 100%
But
sync.
okay, what I hear you both of you sound like a chipmunk. I cannot fix that on my end. I don't know why.
Really,
I don't have no control.
Oh,
you
wow.
sound
Oops!
okay.
I shared the link and everything went down the drain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. But you sound, we can hear you fine. If someone in the stream can confirm, Taylor, you and I can hear each other fine.
Okay, so
Yeah, I can hear him.
once you leave and come back to see if that fixed the audio.
Yeah, I definitely can hear him fine. StreamYard's better. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to StreamYard as well already with how everything
Right,
just works.
right.
Um,
See
I
the
de-
see the feedback is bad. So I don't know
Really?
if you leave and you come back, if that might help. Let me see something.
Oh, the audio feed.
Yeah.
yeah, I can hear it a little bit too.
Easy. Is it only? Oh, yeah. Okay, I hear it. I can sort of hear it here. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Is it just me?
I think it's everybody.
come back. Maybe that might fix the problem. I don't know because I can't get it working.
Phone Tech at Work says,
Oh, leave and come back. You're
you want me to leave and come back?
Yeah.
me too.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully this fixed the problem. I don't know if it's gonna work, but just they come back. I hope it fixed it. So my apology for that. I should never invite nobody, but I'm never gonna try it. Okay, load.
All right.
Yeah, it still sounds the same.
That's weird.
Let's see. How about now? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Oh, it
Yeah, but
stopped the feedback
when
stopped.
you talk, you sound like a chipmunk. On my audio, no matter if it's the iPad audio or if it's the AirPod audio.
Oh,
And I got echo cancellation. It's off.
oh, okay.
Well, Sharky never came back, so
What is it?
Sharky never came back.
Yeah, no. And we don't see you either, Tech Free Needs.
Let me check how it sounds on YouTube
Weird.
because I don't know.
I know Mark is in the chat here, but I don't know about Michael. I thought I saw Michael a little while ago. It's good enough. Yeah, I think it's good now, Louise, if you want to come back.
Okay, give me. Okay, so, yeah, coming back.
Now we can't see you.
Yeah, I know. Now the audio's good. Let me add
Yeah.
Sharky. Okay.
How do I sound?
Yeah, now the audio's back to
Sounds good
normal.
now.
Okay. Good.
Guess what? Now you cannot see me.
Oh
Thank you,
boy.
thank you. All right. Let me see if I can get if I can get it working. Add. I'm adding myself.
Add yourself,
Uh,
right? Right. Right.
mm.
Definitely.
So you need headphones though. They're gonna have bad echo. No, the echo is off on the actual thing. It just that I invited Taylor and everything went down the drain. I don't know why.
Let's see.
Sorry, Taylor. Not trying to blame on you, but
It's
Oh
all
no.
Taylor's fault.
Yeah, I had to come in.
I wanna let me see. Can you? Okay. See, I don't know why my video. Let me see if I can get the. Let me play with the video to see if I can get it working.
Do you guys want to just stream on my channel and we'll use StreamYard?
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second. Let me try this. Let me see. Let me go back. Okay. Now let me go front facing
Oh,
camera. There you go.
all
There
right.
you
There
are.
we go.
Yay.
Okay.
There we go.
So yeah. So I was sorry
Yeah,
for
Phone
the
Tech at
echo.
Work. That's my name. That's my first name.
Yeah. So yeah. So what you think, Taylor, about the actual TechTober events and everything that happened this week?
Man, it was a crazy week. I don't know if you guys saw my stream talking about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was fun. I I gotta tell you, I gotta be honest. The two most interesting events to me were both the Apple and Google event. Samsung, I mean, I
Definitely.
felt like I said in my stream, I felt like that could have been introduced via video or,
Press
even
release.
a press release, something like
Yeah,
that. I don't think this. I don't think 20 minutes of just talking about how you can customize your flip phone is something that was. That's just me, but I just feel like that was a waste of time in a way. you know, I
yeah,
mean, if other companies do it by press release, why did Samsung have to have an event because of it? You know what I mean?
yeah. You see what Juan just said? Samsung was thirsty. I would totally agree.
Yeah, yeah,
Completely honest.
exactly.
It's like they just
Oh
didn't
yeah,
want to feel left out of the festivities or something, you know.
Right,
correct. That's
exactly.
exactly. And honestly, if you look at everything you're getting, even though the MacBooks are pricey, but you know, okay, let's look at the whole scheme of TechTober. If
Hmm.
you look at Apple history, it's longevity with their product. So therefore, that's what I like. You buy one thing, it lasts forever. I'm proving. I'm proving. Look, I'm using this still working. If it ain't
Right.
broken, why fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Phone Tech
And
at Work says, I wonder which embargo made first today, Apple or Google. I think it was Google
I think
out,
it was that.
honestly.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. I saw
Actually,
Apple when I woke up.
I got confused because a lot of creators just uploaded everything together, so I think it happened at the same time. At least from what I saw, I just got like a whole bunch of uh, mixed up notifications. One was Apple, one was Google, and so
Really. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Must
gotta
be
So I have
the
a
say,
big.
question.
like I said before, I feel like the Pixel 6 is just amazing. Like
Yeah.
it really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So my question: if you're a creator and you got both embargoes, which one would you put first if both is at the same time? Would you go with the more known company or with the less known, or would you go? How would you do it as a part of the content creator? Because both of them are good products.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Flip a coin, maybe. I don't know. A fair question.
yeah, yeah. I'm an Apple fan. I'm what you call an Apple sheep, pretty much. I mean, I have everything Apple. So I think, for me, it's obviously Apple. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know. There was something about that Google Pixel that just got my eye. I'm not 100% certain that I'll try it, but I do want to at least see it in person and experiment with it a little bit. Even if it's going to like a local Best Buy or something, and making a quick video of
Yeah.
it. You know,
That's what everybody's been doing, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, you
It's
know
like
what?
it.
You gotta hop on that train, man.
Yeah. It's like embargo and schmargo. I'm still going to get something, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. That's funny.
Um,
Oh, and the keyboard above the MacBooks it intrigued me because I'm looking at it, and it's much
yes.
harder to get dust inside and everything.
Yes. I really like what they did with the keyboard on the MacBooks. I really do. Um, it has me wondering, how long it's gonna be before they change it again. But I really hope that it stays for a while. Um, I again, like I said on my stream, I feel like I honestly regret getting this MacBook and not waiting because yes, there's a notch, and honestly, I know there's a lot of people who hate on it and whatnot, but for me, I don't think that there's a big deal of it. Um, I think for the keyboard alone, I probably would buy it.
So which Mac do
And
you have?
Yeah, the,
I have the 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro.
and
Oh,
that's
okay.
Intel, right?
Yeah, Intel.
Oh, it
Okay.
was. Oh, okay. I was thinking you meant the M1 from
No, the
two.
Intel.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Oh,
wanted to
that's right.
verify something.
Because that came out shortly after I got it, and I was just
Yeah.
like, Man, why? That was another one that I said, if I waited a little longer, but I just had to
Yeah.
have it because very quickly I had a Windows computer and it was very slow. Like I was for about a year or so, I started doing streams and stuff, but things got slower and slower and slower. Ending streams, starting streams, inviting guests.
Yeah.
It was horrible. Thank God one day it just crashed, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going. I'm going to Apple. Yes, it's a lot of money, but I know at least at the end, I'm gonna know that it's worth it, and
Right.
I'm not gonna have problems for a very long time. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
At least it's gonna last me for a long time.
I just want
Whereas the
to say
Windows
something
computer for
first.
me it was
Yeah.
horrible.
For now, I'm gonna
Given
continue this. I'm not gonna buy nobody now because I don't know how to use the software. When I buy a person, it went down the drain. Once I get familiar, I can buy more people. I apologize. It's not that I'm not want to invite nobody, but it went crazy. The audio took a while to get fixed, so I just want to finish this. And next time, I'll invite people. With that said, my apologies. Let's continue.
definitely, man. Um, you know,
Well,
let,
the timing was weird, right? Because they came out with the Intels, I think, in the spring of last year,
right,
and
right,
then the M1s were at about November or something, right? Right in time
right.
for yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
weird. Yeah, that wasn't fair the way they did that. But
So I got a question, Taylor.
It is
When
what
you,
it is.
I
Go
got a
ahead.
question, Taylor. When you bought your computer, how long it took to the M1 come out? It was like 3, 4 months, five.
I have to say, like, not even 3 months. I don't think. I think it was like a month or two later.
oh
Oh,
wow,
you must
really?
have been
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Like, but I just had to have another computer because, that was the way that I was doing my live streams, and I still to this day, I like to go live at least one time weekly.
Yeah,
So you know, I was gonna go for, an M1, but
That's not
then
okay,
I was
but
like,
that's
I
not
can't
true
wait
on the
because
comment.
honestly,
That's not true. It just I don't know how to use the software. I'm just
yeah,
being honest. So once again, my apologies. It's not an exclusive stream. I can buy as many people that I want, which allow me, but actually, I don't know what I'm doing. And last time that I left, I was blank. When I came back, everything, audio and everything was messed up. So, once again, I want to apologize. Once I get the software working better and I understand what I'm doing, then I will invite more people. Once again, I apologize. Everybody's welcome. I don't discriminate. It's just the part
yeah.
I don't know how to use that software. Can you
yeah.
bear with me and call me Slack? This is my first time using it. Okay,
Uh,
let's
tech,
continue.
tech for your needs. If you can pull up what Phone Tech at Work is saying, bring back the touch bar. I completely agree to that.
Really?
Um,
Wow,
yeah,
that's a minority opinion right there.
yeah. Listen, and that's one of the reasons I got this computer was because of the touch bar. I just,
Mhm.
you know, I saw a good use to it, and I use it every day.
Mhm.
Whether it's just um, doing volume control or whatever. Even like answering calls, like FaceTime calls or something. It's all in the touch bar, so I really like it.
Yeah.
Um, I honestly, and I had a conversation with somebody about it. Um, they could have done the touch bar on this computer. I feel like they could have just, brought the keyboard down a little bit, shrunk it a little bit, and keeping it the way it is. Um, Even if they had to make the mouse pad a little shorter, a little smaller,
Mhm.
I definitely think it could happen. You
You
know,
talking about on the M1Xs? You're saying?
the on the new ones.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
none of them have the touch bar, right?
right. Yeah,
Right. Right. Yeah.
Also, y'all got the link. If y'all want to invite people instead of me doing it and disrupting it, that's fine. I'll give you permission because I don't want to do it because I know I'm gonna crash the actually. It's
all
gonna
right.
crash
Yeah,
on me.
yeah. I can send anybody. Like I said, Mark, I think it was you that was asking why not Why did I ask to message on my second account? That's because I'm not signed on my MacBook. I'm signed into one account. I don't know why, but I cannot sign into Twitter on multiple accounts on my MacBook. I don't know what's going on. When I sign on to one, I try to sign on to another, and it signs me off the first one that I was on.
Send the link to that person.
So that's why. So that's why I say when I'm on my MacBook, and you guys want to send links, or I send a link, it has to be through my secondary account because,
That's
like I
weird.
said, yeah. It's just so annoying, really annoying. But that's why I always say, send it to the second account, or whenever somebody
Also,
isn't following that account, I
SharkFin
ask them to
Mark.
follow it, and that way they can receive my messages through over there. Send this. All right,
And do
yeah.
Mark and send it to Mark too. I don't mind as long as
I'll
I'm
get I'll
available.
get Mark. I don't if you have Keystone. I don't know his
Yeah, I don't mind. Just I cannot send it because I'm not in my computer. So
right.
Yeah, I can send it to both of them. I got Mark
Okay.
right
okay,
here.
whatever. So yeah, so getting back to the subject, um, a lot of stuff that actual Google's doing intrigues me a lot, and the hardware is there, especially the cloudy white. But also, what I like is the
Yeah.
software. That software is very powerful due to the fact call screening. I mean, I'm sorry, to this day, nobody had matched the software ability of the actual Pixel Vanilla Star, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you could vouch for it because you got one. So
Me? Yeah. Oh, it's great. I could I don't know if it actually so I got a spam call today, right? But it didn't come up as spam. I didn't know it was spam, right? So I hit call screen, right? Barry and others who are Pixel people, Gigi know this. So what happens is it runs through the thing. It says the person is going to get a copy of this transcript, meaning me, the owner of the phone, right? Blah blah blah. And then they started their spiel, and it was some kind of a car warranty. Tech King Mike's talked about this and others, right? So
oh, I
I
never
hit,
had that.
yeah, I said yes, it's spam or whatever, and it literally told them, please take this person, remove this number, telling the people calling robocall for a car warranty, remove
Yep.
this number from your calling list or whatever, blah blah blah, and it hung up the call, and it classified the call as spam and moved it out of my recent calls list, I think even or something. So it's really cool. It's like every phone should have that. Apple should have it. Samsung should have it. Whoever. It's such a useful, great feature to we get so
Yep.
many of those calls these days.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hate spam calls.
Yeah,
We uh we get spam calls on my house phone every single day, and I gotta tell you, when it's all day, it's all day.
yeah,
One
Oh,
time I
you know
was
the
actually
worst one?
surprised. I was actually surprised. I was playing with my friends. It was probably almost, and no joke, it was almost probably 10 at night, 11 at night, and we
wow.
got a call, and I was like, "What the heck, man?" And these guys, I'm telling you, it's freaky. I got a phone call on my house phone saying my parents' name and my home phone number. And I'm like, what?
Wow,
I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
my own number is called. Like, what?
Oh
It's,
wow, that's
yeah,
scary. Like they cloned it or something, making it look like you were calling, right? Yeah.
yeah. And I got a call one time from a friend on my cell phone, a friend, and it was the same thing. And I'm like, how are these people doing that? Like,
Yeah, that's scary.
going into your contacts and, making it seem like it's a friend.
You should maybe follow. You should try maybe whatever you can do to look into it, Taylor. That would scare me. I mean, it almost sounds like I'm not saying someone's controlling your phone remotely or anything, but it's just really odd. That's
Yeah, yeah.
there is a thing called swim. What is it? I think it's called SIM swapping. Have you heard of that or SIM something? It's
Oh
some
yeah,
kind of a
I've
hack
heard of
where
that.
they have your number. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, see, predator tactics. Yeah, that's
Damn,
scary. Yeah.
damn.
Also,
It's
you know what happened to me? I got a spam call from the actual Xfinity, and
yep.
the reason I found out that it was fake because this happened to somebody else, another creator. I called
Mm-hmm.
Xfinity and they say your account is in perfect condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So they call me again. I'm like, but I paid it. So I talked to them and I wait, something's fishy. I didn't give my information. I wait. I said, I'll call you back. So I call back Xfinity and I talked to a boss, and the boss say, next time that particular individual call you, have them speak to a boss. So when they come back, I say, can I speak to a boss? Because I want to see what's going on the database because I do not coincide with you. And the person couldn't give me a boss because it was a fake one. It was the same wording, the same music, the same everything. You got to be careful. It was
Yeah.
100% legit, a
Wow.
carbon copy. So if I would have given my account, I would have been screwed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For
Oh
sure.
yeah. Well, that's probably what they're trying to get, Lewis. It's what they call phishing. PHISHING. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's terrible. And if you live in a battleground state, especially during election times, we have the midterms next year and another presidential in 3 years, right?
Yeah.
They get it like 24 hours, maybe not 24 hours a day, but a lot between say July and early November. It's
Right.
nonstop
Right.
because it's both parties, Republican, Democrat. They serve
Yep.
I'm talking local, state, and federal electoral candidates. So
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't I don't I don't envy them. I don't envy them.
So another thing that I was just thinking about events that
Mhm.
even though we're not part of this niche, but I think Sony did an awesome job with their announcement. I was intrigued with their camera. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, for the
Did
price.
they already have it? I was wondering when that was because I wanted to watch it, but I couldn't.
Yeah, it happened
I
all
never
the
found
same
out
week.
when it was.
It was all the same week. That was the last event after the Samsung the next day. But the
Oh,
thing is
really?
that, yeah, because it was 4 events in a row. So,
Right.
and so was Apple, Google,
Because I had
Samsung.
asked somebody. They had said it was the week after, and I'm like
No,
it was this week, and I'm like, what?
mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so far I love what Sony's doing, and they're coming from different price range, different price, and it's
Yeah.
good because
Yeah.
if you're the type of content creator that is not only wasting money just for YouTube and you work outside clientele, it's what you could get different price point. As long as your image and output is crispy to a certain point, people are not gonna ask you why you didn't use that most expensive camera on my project. They don't care as long as they get the results and the production that you need to get out of it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's
Hmm.
the one they introduced, Lewis. It's a high level. It's a what is it? A full frame DSLR.
Yeah, it's the
Mm-hmm.
A74
Wow.
because
Nice.
yeah, that's the one. And
Nice stuff.
as far as doing the autofocus, I'm sorry, but it's amazing. No matter how I try to get out of focus, I can stay out of focus. I did on purpose on this camera and nothing with vouch. So on my
Wow.
CB1.
That's
Damn.
great, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. So and also I'm looking at the actual Samsung. That honestly, honestly, that was a cry. I just want to be part of the group, and I don't know, it was
Yeah.
so cringy.
Mm-hmm.
I even
Oh
fell
yeah.
asleep. I fell 10 minutes, and I took a nap. When I woke up, it was like 3 more minutes. And it was over. I was like,
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, right? You could sleep
Yeah.
right through it. Not you didn't miss a damn thing by sleeping through it, right?
but honestly, you could do that with a skin. D brand, Sophie Guard, whatever company do skin. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
I just don't see the purpose of that.
No, and let me guess, they're not. They're probably expensive, relatively expensive too, right?
True, maybe I don't
Because
know the
they're
price point.
they're the official Samsung, skins or whatever.
And yeah, Taylor, I'm loving your background and everything. Great improvement.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thanks to your friend Taylor.
Yeah. No. Listen, man. I'm telling you. So yeah. I know. Let me see if I can get a picture. It was funny because we had done our first show, and we were sitting. So
Okay.
this is my island. And fun fact, I actually took this picture. Um,
Hmm.
Oh,
I
nice.
actually took this picture. My cousin, the last day I was there, came over and was like,
Bingo.
I have a gift for you." So I, no joke, I literally went to go grab the bag and I almost broke the picture frame. I would have
Wow.
been so mad and so embarrassed.
Wow.
But she goes, "Do you recognize this picture?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's where we were." But I didn't recognize that I was the one that took that picture. I'm
Oh
like,
wow.
"What?" It came out so good and it looks so professional that it looks like it was like taken by a professional, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, wow. So yeah,
Wow.
so our show is like, we talk in Portuguese and we do
Oh wow.
we teach the community or like the Portuguese community about the heritage and whoever else the young generation. That's what we target is the young Portuguese generation who
Right.
was born here and wants to know more. Um, and we do different topics every day, but yeah, so like we were doing it at his house, but then he moved and we brought it over here because it's just easier for me anyway. So like I told him right there, I'm like, listen, man, don't expect me to have this great setup and not not use it to my own advantage. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember?
So
Do you remember what camera you took it with?
it was my iPhone 12 Pro.
Not bad. Very nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
Oh nice.
oh my god. Yeah, so actually this is his island. I think he just got this at a store or something.
Wow.
But yeah,
Okay.
very
Oh
very
cool.
nice. We have a couple more things that we want to put up, but I told him I'm like, listen, I don't want to put something up and then end up destroying the wall. So I'm just gonna wait
Right.
for
Right.
I'm gonna wait for you to come back and we'll do it together and
So
because
those are
God
both
forbid.
islands in Portugal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. My mom was there. I don't know, about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, 2018.
Do you know where she
Uh,
went?
I don't. I'm sorry. I could try to find out. They were on a cruise, and it went Portugal, Spain, and then it wound up in France, and then they wound up eventually flying. I think they flew home from France,
Oh wow.
but that was it was like 2 weeks. They were at sea for about a week and a half, and then they did a bunch of ports of call along the Portuguese, and I think they were right near Lisbon. There's some
Oh,
famous
okay.
island right near Lisbon, I think. And
Yep.
then, yeah, is it the Azores? Not the Azores. It was something else. I'll find out and let you know. But
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Well, her husband, my dad passed a few years ago,
Yep.
and she remarried, and he actually was married to a woman, and lived in Portuguese woman, and they lived in Portugal
Oh
for a
wow.
while. So yeah, go figure, right?
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't
Yeah,
think he speaks much Portuguese, but he liked Portugal, and then they saw part of Spain, went to
yeah.
did some stuff like a
I
weekend in France, and then flew back. Yeah. So.
I actually got to split a quick thing. Fun fact: I honestly, there's a couple creators who have uh, both, let's say, English and Spanish channels, and I honestly thought of doing a Portuguese channel for the Portuguese community, but you wouldn't imagine there's a lot of channels that do content in Portuguese, and it's crazy. But
Wow.
yeah,
I had no idea. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
Um, but I'm gonna have to split. But thank you for having me on Tech Needs.
No
Hopefully, the rest
problem.
of the stream there goes smoothly. Um, and I'm actually, if you don't mind, Tech Needs, I want to
No,
shout
go
out
ahead,
that I'm
go
going to
ahead.
be doing a stream on Wednesday morning. Tech Needs, I know I had said 10 o'clock, but I'm shooting for 9:45. I have to get off a little bit early, so I'm gonna get on a little early. But if you guys want to hop on over there, I'm gonna be reacting to somebody's video. Nikias Molina. I'm gonna react to one of his videos um, per
Oh,
request
cool.
from him. So yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
gonna be a lot of fun. I wanted to do something different this week. Not just talk about tech. I've always wanted to react to videos, and he actually the last stream I was on, uh, commented and was like, "Yo, you should definitely react to my video," and I'm like, okay, well, I already have something to do next week.
Wow.
Because I was honestly thinking, what am I going to do next week? There's not much else to talk about. And then that popped up, and I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah, he's an awesome person. I met him in person. So I got a picture with him.
My friend,
Oh.
you, my friend, are the luckiest person on this planet for that. I gotta tell you, Sefini, I was this close to getting there because I was around the area that day. I don't know if I
would have
told
met
you.
both of y'all then.
Oh, dude, I was this close, but it didn't work out, and I was so mad because that would have been the first and only opportunity that I would have had. Because I was in that area at the time.
Wow.
Hopefully, there's another chance. We'll see.
And before you go, I want to say it was like 5 people. It was intimate, so you would have more chance to talk to him. It would have been more personable, and nobody would have robbed your time.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, if you guys want to hop on Wednesday, 9:45 Eastern time in the morning, I'll be live. So
I think 9:45. Oh wow, early. What? Because he's in Spain. Is that what the?
No, I actually have I have an appointment at 11, so I have to get off early, and then the rest of my day is completely busy. So I'm like, you know what? I get up early. I know it's gonna be hard for a lot of people, and I understand, but there's always the replay. If you guys want to catch the replay, that's cool too.
No, if I can make it, I will. I mean, breakfast. I don't think I've ever seen or been on a breakfast stream before, but hey, why not?
Hey, listen, the first breakfast stream that I had, and no joke, was Mark Sequence when he went live at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, right.
When I think you were on there and a couple other people.
But then he's 3 hours behind, so for him it was.
It was funny because I was like literally on a bed when he started, and he was still up when I got up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I couldn't even believe it.
That was a marathoner. Yeah.
If you guys want to see a long stream go and a heck of a good one, Mark Sequence is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. All right, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you, TechTober, for having me. SharkFin, great to see you, man. And hop on my channel one day, man.
Will do.
All right, man. See ya.
Okay, later, man.
Yeah, so far it's good. The software, it's just a matter of getting used to it, which is not that difficult. But I think it's meant more for the PC than the actual mobile. Yeah, you could do mobile. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, some of the menus get cut off, so you gotta go up and down. If you don't go up and down, you won't see certain
Right.
So you gotta.
I mean, your lighting looks good. My lighting looks good. It's weird though. It's showing even like there's a you can see from my light directed over there. You see the shadow on the wall. Like I noticed on StreamYard, I never see that on StreamYard. So
because like I said, my lighting been improved. Okay, let me try to bring the audio back.
Yeah, you are a little low. I meant to.
Okay,
I don't want to.
Yeah, can you hear me now better? So
you can go even more if you want. It's up to you.
This is the highest my tablet.
Okay. No, I think it's people can hear it. Yeah.
Oh, I know what to do. Can you hear me louder now? Let me see if it works. Can you hear me louder?
Oh, yeah, it's getting louder. Yeah.
Yeah, I know why.
That's good.
This got an actual bar that you could pull up the audio from the program also besides your tablet.
Right. So, Yeah, it's growing pains whenever you change, like anything.
But like I said, my lighting and everything is thanks to Barry and Tech Loving Mama. That was nice enough to give me some stuff, and I appreciate it. And that's why my lighting is like this better. So now I'm thinking, doing some stuff with the background to make it more better.
Yeah.
This beautiful bouquet for days. It's BOKEH. That's how you spell it, folks.
It's a Japanese word. I think it means sharpness or something in Japanese.
Yeah. So far, going back to the events, I enjoy all of them, and I can't complain. I mean, the only one that we just disagree with, well, not disagree, agree, it was just the Samsung was not necessary, but whatever, and it's done and everything.
I'll be right back. It just started raining here.
Okay, no problem.
I
I'll
got a
take over.
window.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, no. I'll just be away for a second.
Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, so getting back to the subject, so all the events was, it says that one, it was good, informative, everything was, for the better. Because if you look at today, what Apple's doing, all this shit, the narration is going straight to content creator and ones. The phones, what they're doing, showing, recording movies, recording scenes, commercials, and all that, handheld and breaking the door. That's what one part of the commercial. So therefore, everything is amazing, and I like the way every company is heading to this year. It's all premium. They listening not only to the average consumer but to the content creator, because average consumer, what they take a lot of pictures and a lot of video, because we all about memory and stuff like that. So yeah, so and everything. So that's far as that area is good. This software that I'm using is Melon Bank. Repeat again, is MELONAPP, all together one word. I love the customability and everything with it. I got a good deal for life on the way under $10 with a special code. I'll tell you, it was a couple of hours, and I jumped on that code, and I'm getting it for 750. I love the program. It's just that I was not too much in tune how to use it. Now I understand better, but I did test it, but I got sick. So and when I got better, I came back and the pictures, to try to produce more, and that's what happens. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, can't complain and everything. So I will have more people and more guests come in. So yeah. So yeah. So far, I like every event. And the thing is that the technology is getting and increasingly way better, and that's better for us because we could do more. We could produce. Who thought I could reach somebody? Right now, I could reach thousands of people around the world. Who knew? Just from this medium, and stuff like that. So the technology
Yeah,
is wonderful.
it really is. We live in amazing times. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I'm going to Nana Club because I want to make up for the tech wars and all that. So,
Sure.
and I want to lift everybody out. And yeah, so everything is perfectly love, no problem on everything. As I say, I'm not an Apple sheep. I'm 95% graded on Apple. The only thing that I got is not Apple is my Dell XPS 13. And I love the Infinity vessels. That's the best veselless camera, and so I can't complain with that. So I had it for a while, so it's not a new one, but it does the job done, and it's a 13-inch model. But it's one of the things that if Apple could do a bezel computer, it'll be even wonderful better. But things
Yeah.
happen for a reason. I can't complain. Maybe it's because maybe in the future they're gonna put a Face ID or brand recognition. Who knows why they got the notch? And I know this is gonna sound even stupid as joke, but it's not your nacho average computer. Yeah, stuff like
I
that. But
like it.
still, you
I like it.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, love it or hate it, it's a powerful medium that you could do a lot with it. Because
Oh,
yeah, you
question.
may pay the price. Think about it, Sharky. You may pay the price, but like a lot of content creation, even tech, what's it called? Dear Tech Talk, whatever it's a buy it nice or buy it twice. So
Right, right. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I mean, the older I get, I see that more and more. It's like, well, I told you I bought mid-range, high budget to mid-range. I had three Windows laptops in a row over a course of 11 or 12 years or something, and less than that even. And every one of them was crap. I hate to say it, but for lack of a better word, they all failed me. I mean, whether it was battery issues, blue screen to death, whatever. And I'm not to say that if I had bought a flagship, whatever flagship one, it would have been necessarily better. I think the Windows today, I think you might even agree, is better. The last few years, they've gotten much better, right? Windows 10 and now 11. But
mhm.
yeah, I didn't have good luck with whatever that was, 7, and some of those in between years of
Oh
7 and
yeah,
like that.
7
So
was garbage to tell you the truth.
yeah, that was probably part of it. Yeah. How's the webcam on your
Uh,
Dell?
I'm I don't know because I don't remember because I don't use it a lot, so I got to
You
go
don't
look
use it,
into it.
yeah. You don't need to now
Yeah.
with all this between the Sony and everything else, right?
Hmm. Yep. And also, I got a webcam there that's collecting dust. So that's another gift that I'm gonna surprise somebody else when I send them some other parts. You know who I'm talking. But
Mm,
I digress with that. Getting back to the subject on everything. If you break it down and look at every company, Apple is for the content creation more because that's what they specify the whole year. Um, Google is going for the everybody and everybody in between, and they're trying to get the name and their brand recognition more. That's why they're everywhere in their software speak. Even my accents, even my struggles of my non-perfect English, they understand me. Google, not other. If I talk to Lisa or something like that, well, I don't want to say no name because I want to trigger nobody's home automated. But if I talk to
right.
another assistant, it's not going to recognize me. So therefore, it just depends. So let me take this off. So yeah, so it depends on the speech pattern, but I think Google got it on the speech pattern and recognition on the
Yeah.
AI is more better than other companies, to be honest. And before we continue, I want to say thanks everybody for coming in. I'm gonna stay here till 9 o'clock. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Thanks for bearing with my test woes. Even though I had tested software before, like I said, it was 2 weeks ago, and then I got sick. So I just wanted to produce, and hopefully, not hopefully, by the end of this week, I'll have everything intact and more videos coming out. And stay on the lookout. I show a couple of people my progress, so they even Sharky knows and other people that I'm not BSing nobody. I'm in the middle
No.
of editing and everything. So
Gotta be great. I'm sure of it, Lewis.
yeah. So I'm gonna inform you the two videos that I'm doing is blogging with the CB1 for the first time, just straight auto, and the next one is gonna be about my iPad if it's worth buying the iPad over the M1 and the saving and the cost that you have now, and that's what I got. And the intro is killer. I showed a couple of people. I'm excited with the intro. I
Yeah.
work hard on the intro, so it's a little cinematic stuff like that that I did off base of this phone, but I was creative and I was glad that I did it.
Yeah. And I've heard a lot of people are picking those up now, right? Because they're cheaper, and if you don't need the M1, then yeah, that's a get you can really get a good deal, right? For people that want it.
Yeah. So yeah, so I'm cool with everything that's coming out. But the thing, if like I said, wouldn't buy the CB1, I would have been a Pixel team by now. I don't know why
Yeah.
that phone intrigued me. The look, especially the cloudy white, it just I don't know why. I like the looks. I like the back of it because it's different. You know, before they used to do okay phones and mid-range phones, but now they went crazy. They say I'm gonna now or never. If we land the plane, we're gonna land the plane correctly. We're not gonna crash, and that's what I
Yeah.
see my analogy. So
With Pixel, I think Google absolutely had to go for it. I think this is it. I mean, I would even go that far, right? We probably talked about this on other stuff, but
mhm.
I think it's kind of make or break. I think if this were to fail, and fingers crossed for what it's worth, for trying to be rah rah shill for any one company, but um, if this were not to work out for whatever reason, right? I would be the first to say, as a Pixel fan, yeah, maybe Google should just go back to mid range and budget phones, right? Just flagships aren't for you, you know.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's the price point is there and the quality is there. So
Yeah,
now it's up to the. I'm talking about United States. Can't talk about everybody. Let's talk about the actual
yeah,
carrier's layout, and I wonder how the layout's going to be. If they're going to be in the forefront, not to be the stepchild and back at the end. Left out. Just wondering if. Oh wait, like Cinderella. Wait, do my slipper fit? Do you get my analogy? So
yeah,
that's what I want to see how they position themselves on the actual layout because you once you come in it's Samsung and Apple, so, and the rest is left behind. So
right,
so
right.
that's the thing that I want to see, how it goes and how it is. So
Well, do you happen to know? I don't really know. If someone in chat, I might know for sure. Barry or someone.
well,
So are they? I know Verizon, right? Because Verizon's been with them almost from day one with
mhm.
Pixel, right? But with Google, do you think it's T-Mobile? That would be interesting to see.
Well, because right now it's in the beginning stages of selling. So
Yeah,
once a week, once to 2.5, 3 weeks, then I can go back and give my thorough opinions on that because I'm going to do research on that because that's a good topic. Where are they headed after the initial 1 week after selling Hypo 2. I'll say more. I said close to 1 month. That's what I want to look at.
Yeah. Yeah, Barry just
So,
answered. Actually, all three carriers are selling it, so there's the answer. Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
they
Well,
are, but my question is where they're going to be located in the store. I don't want to be like the step shower and behind and the shelf. So that's what I'm looking for.
it's all the way in the back, right?
Yeah, because I know everybody's selling it. That's not that
Right,
that I could answer, but my question is
right.
where is the actual location and placement of the product so it could stand out?
I think it's the whole idea is whatever it took. They spent the extra money this time. You see, what we were talking about earlier. The ads are on TV, they're on the web, they're on YouTube. They're just going full out. They have to because they put millions of dollars into this device, these two devices, right? And you got to get the word out. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna, the price is right. It's a great product. Now you got to get it in people's hands, right? For
Yeah,
anyone who
that's
didn't
true.
pre-order, yeah. I mean, you have Google Fi, you can do it through Google, and a lot of people will go that route. But you can, like you always talk about, Lewis, that's kind of I wouldn't quite say 1%, but maybe 10%, 20 at
Yeah,
most, right? Are going to do Google Fi, online or through the Google Store. Most people in the U.S. Can't speak for the rest of the world, but most people in the U.S. they still go with the carriers, right? Whether they go to the carrier store or online through their carrier or calling them or through someone like Best Buy, carriers
yeah,
at Best Buy,
yeah,
right?
and also if they would have put it in more celebrity hands beside the commercial, like mainstream singers, mainstream actors, that would have been a
Yeah,
game changer too. You know what I mean?
that that
But
that costs more money. But yeah, you're right. I would have loved this, like Cardi B or I don't whoever. I don't know. Just throwing the name out.
yeah,
Yeah, anyone hip. It's like, oh hey, because that's the association, right? Hip people would carry a Pixel. The ad that
at least one person.
Yeah. Well, the ad that I saw, they had a lot of young people. They had a lot of great poses. They showed them taking pictures. They were like in I think a skateboard park or something. It looked really good, I have to say.
Oh, so they're going for the hip and culture and stuff like that because that's
Yeah,
what
you
skateboard is
kind of
about.
have to. Yeah, you kind of
Yeah,
have to. I mean, that's not to say that business people won't use them, and there may be some enterprise. That's something maybe someone like Barry could speak to, like enterprise
yeah.
penetration, right, on the corporate side. But I know Samsung and Apple usually, and formerly BlackBerry usually had a lock on that, right? So,
Hmm. Yeah, that's true though.
but what you said
Yeah.
before about placement, I really agree with that. I know LG. That's one more thing that killed LG Mobile, right? They'd always be when I go to AT&T is still my carrier, as you know, and I'd go to the AT&T store and say, "Hey, do you have the new LG? Fill in the blank,
Hmm.
V40, V50, whatever, what?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, it's over." And I kind of you get to the point you kind of expect it, and you go back there and there it is, and it's there, but like you said, no, most you don't see it when you walk in. So it's some shelf at the very back of the store, hidden from view, and that's not where most people come in and get greeted. That's Samsung and that's Apple territory because they
Yeah.
spend the money
And,
for that. Right?
and also, I want to give credit where credit's due by giving our to content creation, not only YouTube. Let me read this first. Yeah, Google, correct. And
Yeah,
also by giving it to the content creation, not only YouTubers, also different platforms is good because they're giving it to makeup gurus, they're giving it to actual tech people, biographer in different niches. That's good because they're showing the potential. It's called Pixel, the camera. So what makeup gurus do? They like picture because they throw pictures after they get all dolled up and they show their makeup routine and
yeah,
and tips and tricks how to get better and stuff like that. So I'm glad they're giving to everybody, no matter what size. If you qualify for that, they think you're good qualified. They started giving to you, and that speaks volume because they're not just doing tech reviewers. Because no, if you look at the phone, it's called Pixel. It's a picture phone, so it speaks to
right.
different mass of creation and mass consumers in different areas.
I agree
So
100%. I think your point is like they're $1 trillion company like Apple and well now Tesla and a few others, right? And it's like why can't you bring as many people into the Team Pixel family as possible? They can afford to send those phones out to hundreds or even a few thousand people at least, right? Get it in their hands, and then they'll show off what it can do, and then that's how you influence other people to buy it, right? Like you always say, the people who don't even never even heard of Pixel, right? Maybe now they'll hear about it. Oh, hey, my makeup artist or my salon, my hairstylist uses one to do her stuff. Yeah, and look how great the video and audio and video and photos are. Take a chance on it, right?
Yeah, because the thing that I like about is just that the way they doing they heading in the direction everything they doing is lovely because they're not speaking to one set of audience. They're like, let's widen, and they have to. That's where they
Yeah,
have to go. They have to go for the mass consumer. So instead of
yeah,
grabbing this much, they grab this much of the globe. So
yeah.
so
I
and
think
that's what I
that's one
like.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was going to say that's one disappointment, though, right? It's only a few countries right now. They should, to your point, they should expand it even more. I think, yeah.
But I
Why
think
not?
they will during as the years goes along, maybe
Yeah.
in down the later. But maybe there's you know we're in a tough situation, supply and demand. Maybe that's why they did it like that. Who knows?
Oh, the chips. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
so maybe they say, okay, I can't do a lot of countries, so I better do something than nothing. Uh,
yeah,
and some people may see it negative because I heard negative feedback about that. Well, they don't do no more. But I don't want to say that name, but we're going through a hard time in today's society and world. So you can't expect that. It's not like 4 or 5 years that everything was lovely and dandy, you know. So
yeah, yeah. That's
mhm.
true. Things really have changed. There's no question about that. It's crazy how it's changed the world in so many ways like that, and
and
maybe a
look at
couple small good ones. Yeah, but
and look Apple coming with a strong laptops. Even the base model will last you like more than 7 years if those computers are so powerful. So
mhm.
from that point of view, people say, "Oh, why are you spending so much on a computer? You could build one." But yeah, but building one is not the same thing because if something breaks, you got to pay extra. And with Apple
Yeah,
Care and stuff like that, it's much easier.
yeah,
I just like the way that Apple is setting this year. It's like they putting everything back like 2015. Let me give you ports. Let me give you this and that. Max save everything. And,
yeah,
and if you look at it, yeah, the computer they measure it because they measure with the 2020 2019, and they thin. Those computers are thinner. This one are thicker, but still.
mhm.
I still like everything. Everything that was presented except Samsung, everything else I'm pleased. So mhm.
What are your thoughts about the Microsoft Surface Duo 2?
Those two so far, I study it and it's a niche for it because
Yeah,
the phone is more for multitasking instead of niche of people. It's not for everybody. And people complain that it doesn't close all the way. And
right.
as you and I discussed the other day, it could have a pop-up camera, and that could mitigate the situation of that. Yes, it's more components, but so far I don't see nobody complaining with the pop-up camera that OnePlus had when they had the OnePlus
Yeah,
7
yeah.
Pro. Nobody had problem with that because so far nobody said, "Oh, it broke." To this day, nobody's complaining. So I mean, I think that would
It,
have been a resolution.
it's all trade-offs, right? So my
Or
thought would,
have a camera that you could flip. Have it in the front, and then when you want to take pictures, you could flip it.
yeah, yeah. So they could, there's a lot of things they could do, right? And I think that's a great point. What I was thinking is, I love your pop-up idea. Um, who knows if Microsoft would ever consider it, but the trade-off would be that I would assume they'd have to make it a little bit thicker, right? But if you have the pop-up camera, you make it just a little thicker to fit that in with the good sensors, right? And then you could fold it flat back, which is what people are complaining about with the bump they have now, right? Or at least with the selfie. Maybe it wouldn't solve everything with the rear cameras, but
Because if you had in the front, it could have
yeah.
been just one resolution, a high resolution, and when you flip it,
Mm,
would have been the same resolution. Nothing wouldn't change. It just would have
yeah,
been better.
yeah. It's
Because it
interesting.
does have the space. If you got those big bezels, they should have utilized that. Microsoft is not going broke, so they could have done it.
Oh, of course not. Right, right. It's funny. I was watching a review. I think it was recently as last night. A couple of the reviews on the Surface Duo 2, and it's always fun to scroll through the comments, right? and a couple of more than one, two, three, or four people were saying, all said the same thing to speak to what you just said a couple minutes ago. They said, "Who is this for? Like, who would ever buy this?" Like, and this is Generation 2, mind you. They probably would have said the same thing about Gen 1 last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they also who. So I actually try to respond to a couple people. I've cut way back on my YouTube engagement with maybe my own channel, that'll be different, going forward. But this is other someone. So I was just not even trying to defend it, just trying to explain it to them. And I said, well, it's what you just said. It's a niche thing, yada, yada. Try to explain who it would be for, people that are part of either enterprise or just in general use Microsoft programs and apps a lot and need that tight integration in a single device, right? That's productivity focused, right? It's not a content creator's device, and it's not even ideal for content consumption because of that, the hinge, right? So
But the hinge, there was the argument that I was talking to somebody, and they say about the hinge got functionability. So functionability, pronounce that correct. So the hinge, you could do text and everything. It got like a
oh yeah,
ticker,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But the other person said, well, Samsung got that. I said it does not. But what is the front facing screen? So I still quiet because that makes sense. So they got it. They got it
yeah,
in a different form. But I like that because at a glance notice, you could glance and see your notifications and stuff like that. Especially if you're in a meeting and you can't talk to those talk to people like
right,
that. You're taking notes. You'll be like, oh, okay, show me this person. This person is
yeah.
trying to say something to me, stuff like that. So I think the use of the hinge was good on that
It
aspect.
it's an improvement over last year where there was nothing, right? You had to actually open the device to see to see anything, right? So yeah,
Mm.
step in the right direction. But I'm
So
just
for
saying compared. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just saying compared to the Fold or something like that, where you have the full outer display, even if it's thin, and then a pretty damn good outer display, and then when you open it up, you got everything, and you have a crease, but you don't have a hinge. So it's Samsung. If I had to pick between them, I'd go with the Fold all every day and twice on Sunday. But
Oh yeah.
again, I know people are really there are people that not a huge number, but there are people that love the Duo for what it is, or maybe even prefer it over the Fold, just because the Fold is heavy. The stuff we all talk about, right? It's heavy.
Mhm.
It's not everyone's cup of
But
tea, and it's
let
very
me
very
tell you one
expensive.
thing. The consensus of the Duo is that it's a secondary device for more like a business aspect. That's what I keep hearing. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
asked people that had it, and they answered me. They're like, "Yeah, we have it, but because I work for Microsoft, I'm a network administrator,
yeah,
technologist, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But and it goes, it's not. I cannot ever use it as a main device. And I asked why because it's not there yet. It's a work in progress. It's not for
right,
the main people yet. So.
right. But it's yeah for those who are willing to just use it without a SIM. Yeah, just a nice say Wi-Fi only or tether it. I could see it being cool and fun and
The only
useful.
negative that I have is the price.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's way overpriced. There's no. They should have. I'm not saying they should start. They should have brought it down to 400, which they were selling the Duo One, recently and probably still are, right? But somewhere there's a middle ground somewhere between 1,500 and 400. They could have started maybe around 1,000, 999. I would maybe you would agree. I think that
Let's put a perspective. Let's break it down
yeah,
because I got like 4 minutes. I want to break this down before we
yeah,
leave. So I'm breaking it down. If you look at it logically, um, if you look at it logically for that price, you could do more. You could get an iPhone and recreate a commercial. You could do cinematic. You could do a lot. And for the price that it doesn't warrant that price. I think it's too high. It is not
right.
enough functionality features. Yes, it got the information outside as a notification, but that's not enough to warrant that price, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And Samsung has it's yeah. I mean, look, the Fold's overpriced too. It's all relative, right? But at least it's more of a complete package for the average person, or even what have you. And it can be used for consumption, for productivity, not as well as the Duo, but good enough for a lot of people, right? And of course, for you could actually edit videos on, well, you could edit videos on a Fold. Probably easier than you could on a
Mhm,
Duo because you've got the one screen, right? So
mhm.
yeah, if you
So I
wanted
got a
to.
question before we leave.
Yeah.
Out of all the events that happened this week, We know the Samsung is the last one. 1 through 4, because it was 4 events, including Sony. Can you rate them in order? Which one you like the best to the least?
Wow.
I mean,
I'll tell.
I know
Yeah,
mine if you want to.
I'll give it a stab. I don't know a
Okay.
lot about the Sony camera, but I do have everything I hear about Sony is great with the cameras. So I'll say, and again, I'm a little biased toward the Pixel, so I'm going to
Mhm.
say Google one. As much as I hate the notch, I'd probably put Apple two just because they're incredible machines, right? Maybe I'll
Mhm.
someone put a Scotch tape over. I don't know, whatever. I'm kidding, but Sony three, um, Microsoft four, Samsung five, right?
Okay. So I would say, so since was 4 events announced, I don't know when the Microsoft was announced, but I'll skip that one because I'll skip that one. I'll say Apple, Google, Sony, and then Samsung. Those are the 4 that was announced this week. That's how we do it. The reason I'll say um, Apple, because if you look at it with, and I'm talking about the whole, even not only this week, even the whole year everything was announced. I think that Apple been on fire the whole year compared to one exclusivity of the Pixel. Even though I love the Pixel as the phone, but they only got one area. Apple got more areas to cover the computer,
That's
the
true.
phone, through the whole year. So I'm basing the whole year, not even this. And it's still not Christmas to say which one is the top 5 or
Right.
the top phones, but I'm
And
still saying
there's new
this is,
AirPods too, right? Yeah.
yeah, in the airport. And I'm gonna say this company for camera, it won me over, and I'll say it's the top camera of the whole year. Even Christmas not here yet, but
Yeah.
it's number one. So the
Yeah.
auto tracking, focus, and everything. You'd be like, what? No matter how I move, it's always in lock, even with glasses. And I'm like trying to stay away from it, and nothing.
Yeah.
I was just amazed. And
That's
and this
awesome.
is a good selfie. Little stick, not much. Small and conspicuous. Yes, would I would like to get another camera that got more lenses to grow more? Yes, but I decided to go this way because I wanted to learn first the company, if I like, if I don't. And the only camera I have besides this is Panasonic. But if you look at Panasonic history, autofocusing issues, everybody complain, and it's still
Yeah.
prevalent to this day. So that's why they didn't win me over because it was difficult me to learn. But that's just another subject. So far, look, if you open it, look, as you open it, 2 seconds, it's on
Wow.
already.
Very
It's
nice.
on.
Very
It's
nice.
on.
Yeah.
So that's it's time when you want to cool take or do video. Two
Right.
seconds open. You go like this, boom, boom. See, and it's off already. It's supposed to be closed, but it didn't close.
Yeah. There it is.
But
Yeah.
yeah, once you close it, it'll shut off. Once you open it, it turn on. So that also give you better what you said is where quickness to catch whatever you're catching in the moment. You won't miss the moment that much due to the fact that once you open it, it'll turn on in 2 seconds. Look how fast.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it
Spont,
like that.
spontaneity, maybe. Yeah. You just
Yeah.
quick.
So
Yeah.
now I'm
That's
gonna close
great.
it. So see,
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
it's
No,
off.
it's great. Yeah.
And this red button right here, turn on when you're recording. So that even help you to look straight at the camera. You could use that as a
Right.
focal and not look over here to the actual screen because I do that all the time. So
Right. Right. Right.
and I got this in the bottom. Show people. I got this play. The reason that I got this play because the actual um, hinge of the tripod is interfere with the actual door. So I'm glad that Ulansi did this play. So now when you open it, it doesn't hinder when you open it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the battery could have been better. I understand, but that's fine because I bought batteries. I'm gonna buy more batteries. So in total, I have 7 batteries. So I got a special thing that is coming up this month. I will show people that it even enhanced my capability of taking videos with this camera, and that just to be shown. And so far, I love everything. I'm not complaining. I'm happy with everything. It
Yeah.
just, it just, I don't know. It just, and call me or what. I always give names to my actual devices. And this one, don't laugh. Beautiful blackness. I love it. Everything about it. Small, compact, mighty, strong. It does everything that I want. I recommend it. It's easy, discreet. Nobody's looking around. Oh, he got a big camera. Let me try to rob him because it could
Right,
be weird.
right.
So once I put it like this, I put it in my bag and I'll just take it off quick, and I don't have to take it stop and people looking at me, and I keep walking around and recording different areas. I'm not afraid to record with this. This makes me more like I want to be out there, produce more, and maybe with lack of equipment before, who knows? But also right here is the actual and built-in microphone. You got a win mouth. You could take this off and you could get um more microphone and stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm gonna do a video on different microphones that I have, indoor, outdoors, and with regular and stuff like that. So that's my next video. That should be a simple, fairly no more than 5 minute video, because all I'm doing is just different every and different places of hearing the different audio inside, outside, and that'll be good because people could get an actual readout of what it is. I
Yeah.
highly I'm not getting paid for this company. I don't have no affiliate links, but I highly recommend it. So far, I don't like it. I love it. So it won my heart,
Nice.
Tony. So
Yeah.
yeah.
They make great stuff. There's no question about that. So
And my other camera is still, I needed to fix it, but it's going to a nice house. Once the person get it, everything's settled. I don't need no thank you, no nothing. I just want to pay it forward, and they enjoy it and stuff like that. So that's what I'm about. So with that said, I want to say thank you for coming in. Excuse my tech woes. You and I will test this more. And with that said, much love, peace out. I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget to tune in next week, same time, same channel. We go for 1 hour. I just want to make it an extra hour to make up for it. And with that said, peace, much love, everybody.
thanks for having me, Lewis, and
Hmm.
peace out, everybody.
Yeah.